three. 1, 2, 3. Bye!
Well guys, it's finally over. The Owl House is officially done. It was a good 3-year run, but all good things come to an end. Everyone's sad. Even Disney. I mean, look at the nice goodbye video they made. Isn't that just awesome? Like, what the f***? That's like if you got murdered and your murderer shows up to your funeral talking about he was a good man. Like, you're the one who killed me. Why are you sad? Jokes aside, even with the show cut so short, I think it's cool that the crew still got to go out on their terms somewhat with the 3-hour specials, which I've already made a video kinda ranting about the show getting canceled and how stupid Disney is sometimes, so I'm not gonna do that today. If you wanna see that video, it should be somewhere outside of this video, I don't know. Today I just want to take a good look at the finale and talk about why it was the ending we deserved. So grab your talisman and let's take one last ride through the boiling aisles.
Wow! String Bean, it's you! You sweet little power noodle, I'm so happy to see you.
First things first, this ending was just great. I'd say despite the obvious cleanup they had to do to make this work, it was very fulfilling and complete. The only thing that I felt was a bit lacking in the finale was that the secondary characters like Amity, Willow, Gus, and Hunter didn't really get to do much, but I understand they had to focus on the main trio since it's their first time back together in a while. I just felt like they all should have been there to fight Bellows so they could have brought in as many covens as possible. Other than that, this episode did exactly what it needed to do. There were reveals, twists, and most importantly, hype moments that felt like a long time coming. Even some dark moments that had me do a double take. Ida's flashback, I'm looking at you.
What the fuck? Is this allowed? What the fuck? Is that allowed?
One thing I was kinda iffy on since the start of season 3 was the Collector. They were so powerful that I already knew there was no way anyone in the main cast could stop them. So the only way the Collector was gonna get stopped was if they had a redemption arc, which I felt they handled pretty well. Since they never gave off the impression that the Collector was a bad person, they're just a kid, so they're probably just lonely and misguided. I was honestly kind of surprised how fast they dealt with the Collector, because I was looking at the time like, damn, that was fast. What else did they have to do until the end? But then they show what Bellows is up to. His last vessel being the Titan was a perfect decision, because it's something we've always seen the entire show, finally playing a major role in the story, not just for a set piece but narrative wise. The Collector thinks this is Steven Universe though, so he tries to talk Bellows out of it, but they just end up getting Luz killed instead. The end. Okay, that's not how it happened. Luz dies, technically, which sucked. But we get to see Berserk, Ida, and King, so it was a fair trade. I'm not gonna lie, I got kinda hyped at this part. I thought King was gonna grow to full size or something, I don't know. The second best surprise, though, has got to be the reveal of King's father. Him being the Titan Corpse the whole time is crazy. We even get some major bombs dropped on us, like how glyphs are a Titan language, and that King's father also misjudged the Collector. All that was cool, don't get me wrong, but when King Sr. gave Luz a freaking Zenkai boost in a Titan form, that was the best moment of the whole episode.
This is a Super Saiyan.
They got Luz out here looking like Super Saiyan 4.
I will not let you destroy my world!
The final fight with Bellows was pretty damn good per usual. They made sure they had a couple of sequences that looked extraordinarily beautiful. I still wish everyone was at the fight, but it was still fulfilling. One thing I really appreciated was the callback to the very first episode. I thought that was really cute.
For I am the good witch Azura, warrior of peace. Now eat this, sucker! Now eat this, sucker!
Also, the way Bellows is just begging for forgiveness after being defeated, but Luz is just silent, is so freaking tough, dude. Bellows over here acting like he in Steven Universe, but nah, that don't work over here, buddy. In the Owl House, you get curb stomped. So after going over all that, this was a pretty damn good ending. And I haven't even talked about the last 2 parts. When making an ending, it can be difficult to pull all the pieces together and have everything aligned just right to make things perfect. But if I'm being honest, the Owl House gets as close as you can to perfect for an ending. There's no last surprise twist or ultimatum. It's just everyone helping clean up and reuniting after Bellows. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Which is one thing I didn't like about Gravity Falls, which I feel is relevant because they're a lot of the same crew. Like, I didn't like how Dipper was the bad guy for a lot of the finale, or how they added in Grunkle Stan losing his memory at the end for no reason. It just felt pointless. Here though, they learned from their mistakes and just let the scene go. Even though we as an audience are thinking, when are they gonna address Lou's choosing where she's gonna stay? Which they hit us with the old bait and switch, showing us adult Lou's in the human world, but she's just been able to go back and forth freely this whole time. And that sequence where we get to see all the cast aged up and what they're up to was just beautiful. The little peeks into their new day-to-day, like Ida having her own school, Willow and Hunter being a thing, and Gus even becoming a teacher, was just heartwarming, showing, hey, even though the show's over, these characters are still gonna have adventures. They really managed to tie up all the loose ends and have it all come together neatly, which I gotta applaud. The Owl House for me is easily one of the top 3 animated shows Disney has produced in the last decade. It meant a lot of things to a lot of people. It was groundbreaking, bold, and just plain entertaining. I know it's always sad when a show you really liked ends, but I don't know, when it comes to the Owl House, I was just happy it existed in the first place. So on that note, this ending was a banger, and weirdos should always stick together. Later, slackers.
I want to stay and become a witch, like you.
Alright, that's crazy. Humans can't become wizards.
It'll be a Lucy King Day. That's my kind of day. For I am the good witch Azura, warrior of peace.
I can't be who you want me to be.
He didn't make anything worse. He didn't do anything wrong. You guys mean the world to me. You gotta say that yet.
So, who did you want to ask out? Oh, it's not important.
It's my fault everyone's trapped here, and I don't even know if King and Ida are okay.
Besides, us weirdos have to stick together.
Bruce! Sweet potato! I'm gonna take you out when this is all over, Andy. I promise.
Luz is an Ursera. You know what that means? It means she's way too stubborn to let any of this get her down.